Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, pizza fans of all ages. My name is Mike, and welcome to Pizza Mon Mario, and welcome to Mike Reviews for yet another Nintendo Direct review. That's pretty much been like 95% of the episodes in this show, Nintendo Direct reviews. You guys ever notice that? That's what I call variety. But anyway, we are talking about the September 12th, 2025 Nintendo Direct, where we learned about upcoming Switch 2 games, Switch 1 games, and of course, Mario's 40th anniversary. As usual with my Nintendo Direct reviews, I'm only going to be talking about the stuff that interests me, and I'm not going to go full in depth on everything because I'm not that kind of gaming news channel. So, let's not waste any more time and start the review. So take a seat, get comfortable, grab your snacks and beverages, and let's get started. First thing I'll talk about is the one third-party announcement that caught my attention in this Direct, and that is the Mortal Kombat Legacy Collection, which I remember hearing about a few months ago, but I don't remember if it was confirmed for Nintendo hardware at the time. I could be wrong though, feel free to correct me if I am. I do like Mortal Kombat, even though I only owned one game in the series, being Armageddon on the Wii, and I do like these collection compilation packages. We've been getting a lot of those lately, and now it's Mortal Kombat's turn. And we got quite the lineup in this collection. We got Mortal Kombat 1 on the arcade, SNES, Genesis, Game Boy, and Sega Game Gear. Mortal Kombat 2 on the arcade, SNES, Genesis, Game Boy, and Sega 32X. Mortal Kombat 3 on the arcade, SNES, and Genesis. Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 on the arcade, WaveNet arcade, I don't know what that is, and SNES. Mortal Kombat Trilogy on the PlayStation 1, Mortal Kombat 4 on the arcade, Mortal Kombat Mythologies Sub-Zero on PlayStation 1, heard that game is very infamous, Mortal Kombat Special Forces on PlayStation 1, Mortal Kombat Advance on Game Boy Advance, Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance on Game Boy Advance, and Mortal Kombat Tournament Edition on Game Boy Advance. That's a lot of fatalities. Probably even more than Tattoo Assassins. You guys ever heard of that game? If you have, congratulations, for better or for worse. So this might be something on my radar in the future, and thankfully it's on the Switch 1 and Switch 2. So on Switch 2, it'll probably be a game key card. But on Switch 1, probably an actual physical card. And plus, with backwards compatibility, I'll be able to play it on the Switch 2 anyway. So that's good. Now let's move on to first party announcements. Starting off with the new Fire Emblem game called Fire Emblem Fortune's Weave. So this will be our mainline Fire Emblem game on the Switch 2. For all the Fire Emblem fans, this should be exciting. And don't tell anyone I said this, but we're going to get a character from this new Fire Emblem game in the next Smash Bros. Game, whether as a base game character or DLC character. I can't tell you where I got this information from, but it's going to happen. I'm just telling you now so you won't be disappointed later. You probably still will be, but I just want to give you a heads up. So yeah, now you know. We also saw more footage of games that we knew about previously coming soon, such as Tomodachi Life, Living the Dream, Hyrule Warriors, Age of Imprisonment, and Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. And I have to say, with Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, when I saw Samus on that cycle thing, I literally thought it was confirmation of a Metroid racing game. Did anyone else have that same mindset when they saw Samus on that cycle? Or am I just stupid? Probably the latter, but to tell the truth, it looked like that PS2 game, Kinetica, to me. If you guys ever heard of that game, I'll show a picture of it on screen right now. That's what it really looked like. But then when I saw Samus' helmet, I thought it was Metroid Racing. But no, it was Metroid Prime 4. Be nice to see more footage of this game. I still have to play through the other 3 Metroid Prime games before I play this one. I don't know when that'll be, so it might be a while until I play this one, but we'll see when we get there. And as for the other 2 games, let me know in the comments if I should play the first Tomodachi Life. I've heard good things about it, and maybe I'll try that out, and then try out this new game. And as for Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment, I still haven't beaten the first Hyrule Warriors game yet. I have that on Wii U. Hopefully we'll get back into that soon. Let's move on to some Pokemon stuff. we saw more footage of Pokemon Legends ZA, where we saw the Mega Evolutions, including my man Halucha, who went from Rey Mysterio to Penta, pretty much. That's cool. And then they showed off this other Pokemon game called Pokemon Pokopia, I think that's what it's called, where a Ditto transforms into a human, I guess. Very weird. And you have to take care of the Pokemon of this Pokemon playground area, whatever it is. I guess it's supposed to be Pokemon meets Stardew Valley. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's a thing. But let me know when PokéPark 3 happens, and then we'll talk. There was also news that Amiibo support is coming to Kirby Air Riders. Amiibo support is still alive and well. That's nice to see. And with these Amiibos, you can train them during the races, have them level up and stuff. So similar to like Smash Brothers, where you can level up the Amiibos in battle. So that's interesting. And we're also going to be getting a second Kirby Air Riders Direct presentation. Definitely didn't see that coming. I'm guessing it has to do with that shadow figure that we saw at the end of the first Direct, which is probably going to be a story mode. I'm assuming that's what this whole Direct will be about. We'll see when we get there. Yeah, as you all know, I'm very excited for Kirby Air Riders. One of my most anticipated games of the year. I'll try and make it a day one purchase if I can. We'll see. And now for possibly the most mind-blowing announcement in the history of Nintendo Directs, if you ask me at least. Virtual Boy games are coming to Nintendo Switch Online. Mother flippin' Virtual Boy is on Nintendo Switch Online. Nintendo actually did it. They brought the Virtual Boy games onto one of their virtual console-like services. And there's going to be an accessory that is required to actually play these games. I have to applaud Nintendo on this one, because they actually did it. I never thought they would, but they actually did it. I'm really curious how this is going to work, like the accessory and all that. Is it going to be okay this time? Is it going to give you headaches like the original Virtual Boy did? I don't know. I mean, maybe, just maybe, now they're all used to VR, this will be okay. And how Nintendo had the Nintendo Labo, this should be fine, but I don't know. I mean, still have the red screen of the games. I guess we'll see when we get there. But just the fact this is happening at all is just crazy to me. It was crazy enough seeing the Virtual Boy reference in Luigi's Mansion 3, but now we actually have the Virtual Boy games on Nintendo Switch Online. Insane. And now it's time for the main event of this Nintendo Direct review. I'm sure you've all been waiting for this. All of the Mario announcements that we saw in this Direct. I'll start with the only thing that wasn't mentioned in the 40th anniversary portion of the Direct, and that is the Donkey Kong Bonanza expansion pack. I think there was speculation that DK Bonanza was going to get more content, and now it's confirmed. We're getting it. We get to go through DK Isle, see familiar faces like Diddy Kong, and then we got this new mode called Emerald Rush. We collect these emeralds for VoidCon, and then collect fossils to get perks and whatnot. That sounds very cool to me. It is paid DLC, and I'm sure it's going to ruffle some feathers, because the game is already $70. But it's cool that it's there, and it is available now. Maybe some people are playing it right now as we speak. I myself still have to finish the main campaign for the game. Hopefully I'll do so soon, and then try out this DLC. Moving on to the announcements, part of the 40th anniversary. We're going to be getting a new Mario Tennis game called Mario Tennis Fever. I'll admit, I was a little disappointed that it wasn't a new Mario Baseball game because of that Mario Baseball toy that was shown off recently. But it turns out we're getting another Mario Tennis game. It still looks interesting though. The main gimmick of this game will be the Fever Rackets, which has special abilities that will affect players on the court, such as the Ice Racket that will freeze the court, the Mini Mushroom Racket that will shrink the players, and the Shadow Racket that will duplicate yourself. And the game is confirmed to have 38 playable characters, including Mario, Luigi, Peach, Yoshi, Pauline, Donkey Kong, Rosalina, Luma, Toadette, Daisy, Wario, Waluigi, Petey Piranha, Bowser, Boo, Birdo, Shy Guy, Chain Chomp, Spike, and Blooper. Blooper's playable here. That's nice to see. Of course, Diddy Kong is not confirmed yet, but hopefully he will be soon. As far as game modes are concerned, we're going to have a tournament mode, I'm sure it's self-explanatory. There's trial towers, where we complete different objectives. There's Mix It Up, you get to play with different elements, including the Wonder Flower from Super Mario Bros. Wonder. And an adventure mode, where Mario, Luigi, Peach, Wario, and Waluigi were turned into babies and lost their tennis skills. They must learn how to play tennis and defeat enemies to return to their original forms. The biggest highlight of the adventure mode for me, honestly, is the fact that Baby Waluigi is now an official Mario character. That's right, this guy right here can now be classified as an official Mario character. That is insane. And how ironic is it that a baby version of Waluigi makes his debut in a Mario Tennis game, just like his adult counterpart? I wonder if they did that on purpose. I'm sure a lot of people aren't happy with this announcement. Aside from the fact that it's a $70 game, it's a new Mario sports game. And Mario sports games have a bad reputation nowadays because of the free update practice Nintendo was doing. I was not one of those people that was hating on the free updates. I was just playing the games and enjoying them for what they were. And I actually did like the way they did the free updates in Mario Tennis Aces specifically. They gave us a whole year's worth of content. We had to participate in online tournaments to get the characters early. That's what I think they should have done for Golf Super Rush and Strikers Battle League, and then maybe people wouldn't mind the free updates so much. In my opinion, at least. From what I've seen, there's no confirmation of free updates coming to Mario Tennis Fever, so maybe they learned from that period of time? I don't know, but we'll see. And the game is coming out February 12th, 2026. Be sure to get it on that day and see what it's like. I mean, I think Mario Tennis Aces is a pretty underrated game. And if this game is just as fun as that game was, I think we're in good shape. Next, let's talk about the Super Mario Bros. Wonder Nintendo Switch 2 edition. And this is something that I wanted to see when they confirmed Nintendo Switch 2 edition games. Because I love Super Mario Bros. Wonder and wanted to see more content for it. And sure enough, I got my wish. For the Nintendo Switch 2 edition, you get a new location called Bell Park. I think that's how you pronounce it. Where we compete in different attractions. There's also going to be a new side story featuring the Koopalings as the antagonists. So now that the Koopalings are back, there's a chance we can see the Koopalings in Mario Kart World. That's cool. Yeah, this all looks great, and it comes out spring 2026. I can't wait to get my hands on this. Now let's talk about the new Yoshi game called Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, in which Yoshi finds a sentient book known as Mr. E falling from the sky, and Mr. E is unable to read his own pages, and they hold information on various creatures. So Yoshi jumps into the pages to help investigate. I wasn't expecting the new Yoshi game to be announced, but it's cool to see. I wasn't sure how to feel about the art style of the game at first, but I imagine the more you play it, the more it grows on you. And hey, now we have a Donkey Kong game and a Yoshi game on the Switch 2. Now if we can just get a new Wario platforming game on the Switch 2, we'll be all set. Moving on from that, we have Super Mario Galaxy 1 and Super Mario Galaxy 2 getting HD remasters on the Nintendo Switch. The Switch 1, that is. Not the Switch 2, surprisingly. This is a Switch 1 release. It's a very interesting decision. It's also interesting how they didn't just update 3D All-Stars with Galaxy 2 in there and decided to do this individual release. But I guess a lot of people don't have 3D All-Stars because of it being a limited release. So I guess there's that. And this will be $70. I'm sure that will also ruffle a lot of feathers. One thing though for me, I will say, I'm not sure if I'll get this on launch. I mean, I'm going to get it eventually as part of the Mario game collection. You know, I got to get every single game, but I don't know if I really need it right now because I have Galaxy 1 and 2 on the Wii and Galaxy 1 as part of 3D All-Stars. So I don't know if I need this right now in terms of my other priorities. Like I got to get Kirby Air Riders. Still got to find a physical version of Mario Kart World. Nicktoons and Dice of Destiny, if I decide to get that. So I don't know if I'll get this on launch, like if I really need it, but we'll see what happens. If I get it, I get it. If I don't get it right now, I'll get it some other time. Anyway, now we can play both Galaxy 1 and 2 on the toilet. That's a plus. In addition, there'll be some amiibos released for this game, and Rosalina's storybook will be an actual physical product. Very interesting. The amiibos I would most likely get, because I'm slowly getting back into amiibo collecting. Rosalina's storybook, kind of debating on that. I don't know if I really need it, but at the same time, I'm a collector of all things Mario, so it sounds like something I would get, but we'll see when we get there. And finally, we got our first look at the Super Mario Bros. Movie sequel, which is going to be Super Mario Galaxy the movie, which I'm very surprised about. I thought it was going to be Super Mario World the movie. I thought that's what they said. But nope, straight to Galaxy. I mean, I figured we were going to get Galaxy at some point in this series, because of the Luma Lee. But I figured it was going to be like the third movie, if anything. But we're doing Galaxy right now, to keep up with the Galaxy theme for the 40th anniversary. From what we saw of the short trailer, looks really good. We got a Monty Mole in the trailer. I don't think we had a Monty Mole in the previous movie. We got the original cast back, and it's coming out spring of 2026. Oh, same with the Yoshi game, by the way. It's coming out spring of 2026. And the Galaxy 1 and 2 remasters are coming out October 2nd. So yeah, forgot to mention that. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Can't wait to see Rosalina. I'm assuming she's going to be in this movie. It's Galaxy. She has to be in this movie. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to seeing that. And that is everything that we saw in this Nintendo Direct that I actually want to talk about, that is. I will say I enjoyed this Direct. The only thing, though, that was missing for me was a big update for Mario Kart World. That was like the one thing I wanted to see the most in this Direct. Not necessarily DLC, but like an update that'll fix a lot of the problems people have with the game currently, like giving us a dedicated option to play either 3-lap races or the routes, giving us a classic mode for the Grand Prix, and then maybe some other additions like more battle modes, maybe a custom knockout tour option, stuff like that. Just some kind of big update that maybe will end the hate bandwagon and doom posting for Mario Kart World, but sadly, we didn't get any of that. Hopefully there's still a chance we can get some kind of update for the game this month, but for now, we're still stuck with the hate bandwagon and doom posting, I guess. But aside from that, and the fact that we didn't get a new Mario baseball game, I think this was a pretty great Direct. I will give this Direct an 8 out of 10. I think what we did see was pretty cool. Maybe some things that are controversial, but imagine not being controversial in 2025. There's always going to be some kind of controversy, you know what I'm saying? But now I'll leave the question to you guys. Question of the video: what are your thoughts on this Nintendo Direct? Any favorite announcements? Let me know in the comments down below. And now, I got a lot of editing ahead of me, so it is time for me to hit the road. That's going to be it for today's video. Did you like it? If you did, do me a solid and punch the like button below like a piece of dough. If this is your first time on this channel, and you like what you saw, and you want to come back for more, hit that subscribe button to become a member of the Pizzaman Mario Party today. Hashtag Pizzaman Mario, road to 2K subscribers. Share the video with your friends, your boyfriends, or girlfriends, or whoever you want to share with. Hit that bell and turn notifications to be the first one to see all kind of videos. If you have a bit of time, leave a comment. Until next time, this is your boy Mike, signing out, so peace out, y'all, and hope you have a great rest of your day.